So another position that you can do these exercises in is in prone. It'll slightly change the muscle activation that we're getting here. We're gonna get a lot more activation of the posterior muscles at the cervicothoracic junction, cervical multifidi, and the splenius and semispinalis cervicis, as we spoke about. Still gonna get some deep cervical flexor activation. So you can do this in a lot of positions. I'm kind of hanging off the edge of my my couch here. You can do it in quadruped. Some people do it in prone on elbows. Any way you can do it where you're getting the axis of gravity kind of pulling anteriorly. So I'll show you here. The first move is that same setup, chin tuck, and now I'm gonna retract. Let me actually get my hands out of the way here. And I'm here. Be careful of overextending. One thing you can do, I've got a foam roller down here, is you can lay the foam roller, you can use a broomstick, a 2x4, I don't really care, whatever the patient has, and give them a little bit of a cue. So if they go too high and that foam roller starts to slide downward, right? We don't want that. You want the back of the head to more or less be in line with the apex of the thoracic kyphosis. So I can use this as a little cue. Keep sliding here. I can use this as a cue where I bring my chin in and retract just enough to keep everything in line. Okay, if I want to get fancy, this surface is soft, so it's not going to look perfect, but I can add some thoracic extension. So I don't want to slump down. I'm going to come up, similar move to what we did up against the wall, where I'm trying to flatten out the thoracic kyphosis a little bit. Be careful of hyperextending the lumbar spine, because that's not really quite right. So maybe I tighten up the abdomen so I don't hyperextend the lumbar spine. I get a little bit of thoracic extension, chin tuck. And again, this is an endurance exercise, so I'm building up holds, similar to what we did before. There's no literature on this. Usually patients can hold this for longer than what they can do with a supine chin tuck and lift. So maybe you can work up to 60 seconds with this one. No literature on it, but a good way to build endurance.